Saudações, caros specs, sejam bem-vindos ao canal lrogamespix. Leonardo chega mais, galerinha. Bora começar mais uma livezinha marota de Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Estamos continuando com as aventuras do Henry. Cola com a gente, live on. Pega os canais embaixo para dar aquela fortalecida. E bora continuar com a gameplay então. Que na última live a gente conseguiu recuperar a pedroca. E vamos dar continuidade, então vamos dar uma explorada, fazer as quests, dar uma explorada no mapa, liberar o primeiro mapa ali. Depois a gente vai fazendo as quests secundárias, beleza? Então, bora começar a gameplay sem mais enrolações. Bom, a gente parou aqui, né? Ele pediu pra gente falar com o Bailey.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad. So far.
E fica o escriba.
Master Bailiff, can I ask?
Ask away. Wait now. Aren't you that lad who's helping Radovan in the forge?
Yeah, that's me.
I heard his hired hands went missing.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here.
Ah. I was thinking they were driving awful fast with that cart.
You saw them?
I did. A few days back. They raced through the village in the early evening so fast, they were dropping sacks of charcoal.
Where were they headed?
Towards the east, to Apollonia on the road to Yichin. And you're looking for them?
I am indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. I heard there were goods for Semine on that cart, and I can do without that kind of trouble now, on account of the wedding, you know?
It seems you have a lot of concerns with that wedding, Master Bailiff.
Of course I do. I'm the father of the bride. Lord Semine would be happier if I paid all the bills and left all the decisions up to him. Who's invited, what there'll be to eat and drink, entertainment, everything. It's not like...
I understand. But isn't it just that the Green family is...
That's not it. I'll tell you what it is. It's because Lord Semine is a noble and I'm just a commoner. Only I've got coin. While he's trying to keep the wolf from the...
You ought to calm down, Master Bailiff. That kind of talk can stir things up.
You're right, of course.
I understand. Do you know anything about Radovan's...
Only what I've told you. But to tell you the truth...
Why is that?
Well, they might look like butter wouldn't melt in their mouths. That pair have mischief in their eyes.
That'll be all.
Eles foram pro outro lado. Oxe, eu não tô equipando nem uma espada? Tô com o porrete só do rugado. 64 562 54 58 é melhor. Preciso pegar uma adaga pra me deixar ali pra me poder fazer os abates furtivos.
Well then, young man.
I didn't say a word about...
There's a good lad.
They were spotted here, sir. Going to the east.
So the Yichin. The bastards.
Oh, they were driving so fast, it was...
The thieving scum.
Sir, I could send a message to the Yichin capital.
No, it'll take too long.
Won't you be missing preparations for the wedding at home, sir?
Cadê meu?
Will. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. If I had to choose between riding to Yichin and listening to Dorothy's endless fussing, I'll take Yichin any time. Besides, there's a nice inn along the way, the Three Cats. We can spend the night there.
I remember that place, but I'm not sure, sir, if they'll let the two of us set foot inside the door.
Oh, gnarly, that was 15 summers ago. God knows if the place is even still standing.
True. Still, we'd better keep our eyes peeled. They might not have gone to Yichin. They could have turned off somewhere. Or something could have happened. They might have been ambushed, maybe.
Will you give over with that? I'll bet my braves they weren't ambushed. More likely we'll find them boozing at the Three Cats.
That'd surely be the best outcome, if that old dive is still standing. Let's go then.
Cara, ao invés de ir a milhão com o cavalo, os caras vão andando mó lento. Esse aqui é melhor. Pontinho verde pro Pocotó tá melhor do que o...
So, St. Anthony, which way now?
While you're praying to the patron saint of lost things, go and have a look along the road, Gnarly. And you, Henry, have a look to the left.
All right, sir. But don't forget, my eyesight ain't what it used to be.
Well, that's what we have the youngster for, isn't it? Off you go.
Known by the message of an angel, made by...
Did you see a cart drive through?
All the time, friend, from Troskovich to Yitchin and back.
I'm looking for a cart loaded with goods from the Black.
Now that you mention it, I do recall something of the like. When you go out of the cemetery onto the road, you should see it right... See you later, my friend.
A sack of charcoal? That could have fallen off the cart.
Será que eu tenho que ir pra algum lugar ou, tipo, voltar pra falar com eles?
Found anything, lad?
There's a sack of charcoal lying in the ditch to the left of the road.
Oh, that makes sense. To the
Good.
We'll get a
Dá pra elogiar o Pocotó.
my bones, sir. You'll have the car back in no time.
I just hope we find the horses too. Our milk here ain't the youngest. I wouldn't want to drag it back home myself.
A nobleman in harness. We ain't never had such a spectacle in these parts.
You might get to see it soon enough. The lords in this country have all gone to the dogs. Every lowborn with a bit of coin builds a house in Kuttenberg while we live in squalor. Why do you reckon that is, lad?
That's the change in the economical situation, sir. The burghers have more rights, and they make smart use of them. They put their coin to work for them. They've got shops, baths, inns, mills, while the nobles sit waiting until Jack from Backwater Hamlet brings them 3 groschen in taxes on St. Gallus's Day.
You're right there. Only Jack hasn't even got 3 groschen these days. None of this would be happening if we had a king. And I mean a real one, not Wenceslas or Sigismund. Oh, anywhere that's not ruled by a strong hand, all sorts of things go wrong.
Especially when you've got Moravian relatives eating you out of house and home.
Passou na cara, hein?
Oh, hold up. This is strange. I don't see any cart tracks. What do you reckon, Gnarly?
I'm blind as a mole, sir. But it's all peculiar, right enough. Where the hell could that cart have vanished to?
Well, that's just it. They had nowhere to turn off.
I'll look up the road a bit. And you, Henry, have a look back along the road. Maybe it fell in a ditch somewhere. Who knows?
Very well, sir.
Here.
The blacksmith's cart. And someone went to a hell of a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Hey! I found the blacksmith's cart! Come here!
Well, now, here we have it. The blacksmith's cart.
And someone went to a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Of course, the goods are gone. The bastards hauled it off to the rocks. That's clear. Well, we can't let them get away with it. We'll carry on, but on foot. My old young milker would only break a leg there. And keep a sharp lookout. Something stinks here.
I told you. They got
Descobriu a Polônia.
on the rampage around here, sir.
Oh, be quiet. We still can't be sure of anything.
Ah, Apollonia. I spent a lot of time running around here as a young lad.
Oh, not me. This place always gave me the shivers.
God's truth, I ain't got only good memories of it. One time, got my leg stuck in a crevice a bit further on. Trapped there all night I was, shitting myself with fear. It wasn't till morning that the folk from the fortress found me. The whole of Samine was out looking for me.
See, at least you came here as a kid. It still gives me the creeps here.
Why's that, sir? It's just some rocks, ain't it?
You'd sing a different tune if you'd had the rope maker's wife as a nanny when you were little. Now, she had some tales about this place. Headless horsemen, goblins, and white ladies. Every night, we'd gather by the hearth. The old woman would sit at her spinning wheel telling stories. I'll tell you, Captain, there isn't much I'm afraid of. But when that blind old crone was croaking her tales of devils and holes to hell, with the fire crackling and the wind whistling outside,
Listen.
yeah, I hear it.
There's somebody there, sure enough.
Let's get closer.
Jesus, Hans, don't start again. I'm trying to tell a story for amusement.
Not as if you're supposedly educated claptrap.
Supposedly. Have you forgotten?
Dá pra subir por aqui, não?
What do we do now? I heard more than two voices.
I used to clamber around here as a young lad. The girls from Slatigo used to come make a fire here and jump over it. And so's their underwear wouldn't catch fire. Sometimes they'd take it off.
That's nice, Gnarly, but I don't think it's scantily clad maidens we'll be running into here. So what's that got to do with anything?
Well, there's a nice view into the gorge from up there. We only have to go back a bit, and we can get up there nicely.
Right. Henry, what are you waiting for? This is just the kind of thing we took you along for.
Sure, sir. With a bit of luck, there might be some girls there too.
I could do without girls with voices.
You two don't know the truth. Stronghold was a priest. He showed me all these pictures and taught me a lot.
I'm the priest. Speech can fly, and Jules' name is really Sophie.
For a wench, he's got a miserable pair of tits on him. You don't say. You really saw that?
I'll get you. Suck my cock.
We're going to gut you, you whore son!
You're dead.
Sword, eh? Let's see what you're made of, you bastard!
You're going to fuck with us.
Fucker! He was finished before he started. That's a lot of blood. This should stop it. Hey, Henry, get over here.
Oh, this day took it out of me, and no mistake.
And it ain't over yet, sir. Your goods ain't here, and none of them
Hard to say, but I don't think it was them.
Me neither. But right past that peak,
You think this was a patrol?
it makes sense. But I don't want to go assuming the worst.
Yeah, well, you were right, as always.
I am.
I thought we had everything clear, then, sir. You tried to fuck with me, so until we ride out, you're gonna stick right there and keep your mouth shut.
We did everything you asked. We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Horse shit. You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
It was his idea. I wanted nothing to do with it.
Makes no difference to me, Venser. You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you could consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't saved my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have goat ear skin you alive.
Bastards. You can't trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Gnarly. We are going to parley.
Like that time with the Shani, sir.
Yes, exactly.
Only there was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're just common thieves. Besides, I'll take young Henry with me.
What, me?
And if they're still feeling brave, you get to try out that new plaything of yours. Ahem, gentlemen, I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods, but I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go.
Oh, you must be from Samin, sir. Well, of course you can have everything back. As long as you ask nicely, eh? Or how about we do things differently? You lay down your weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat. I mean, I don't intend to go murdering local lords. I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
What are you gaping at? At them!
Vamos lá então.
At them! Mine! Hammer them, man! Let's see what you're made of.
Too your ass off! I still can't quite do that. He's at it. You'll be over in a jiffy. What's wrong? Don't like
Yeah, don't spare him.
do it. You're no match for us.
Poxa, tá virando pro lado por quê, mano?
You fight like an old hag, bastard!
Drew blood. Yeah.
I'm bleeding.
Ready to die.
This one.
This has been going on too long.
They got what they deserved, the fuckers. Henry! Hey, Henry! Are you listening? Come here!
What's the rush, Captain? I still haven't got myself together. What now?
One of them bastards fled into the rocks. Chase him down and bring him back.
Did you see which way he went?
No, I had other things on my hands.
But they take...
Are you deaf? They took him captive because he wanted to drive off with the load. They were in cahoots. And they deserve the same...
I'll go and try...
Great.
Deixa eu botar uma matadora que eu tô só o cacareco.
Can't see any law here. I can see I didn't want to nick the car, honest. Roads can't talk. Word always gets around. People were already saying stuff about you. They never expected you to let them
Para militar, né? Comida, deixa eu comer alguma coisa aqui.
crushes the bailiff. sure. Carry on like that and you'll get what's coming.
Você sabe pra onde é que o cara foi? Lá pro outro lado. Fica nessa direção aqui, acho que eles estão aqui, ó. Pra tocar a vida só o cacareco precisa de uma poção, né, de... Tá bom. O que é aquilo ali que eu tô? Jogador. Comeu demais.
I've got you now, Venser. You've nowhere to run to. Yield.
Well, why the fuck would I? It's just you against me. Besides, if I do yield, it's the rope for me anyway.
Who knows what they'll do to you? You might just get a whipping.
For robbing Semine, that old miser. He'll have me strung up from the nearest tree. I'd be better off jumping off the cliff.
Hey, I saw you cozying up with Gules. Seems to me he trusts you pretty much.
What? He wanted to skin me alive.
But he didn't.
What's that got to do with anything, anyway?
Well, I'd say you have a way with the nobles. People trust you. You just say it was the rashness of youth. Pour ashes on your head, and they'll be lenient. You'll tell Lord Semine it was a youthful folly, eat crow, and that'll be that.
Convince his lordship? I'm not sure.
Well, either you give it a try, or we fight it out, or you jump.
Although, Ma always said I could talk my way out of anything. For sure. I'm better at it than fighting with strangers or diving headfirst off a cliff. All right. But only if you'll put in a good word for me. You'll tell them that I gave him up right away, and I don't know, well, the face of the Virgin Mary appeared in the clouds?
You got it. But I'll try and think up something better than the Virgin Mary.
All right. Let's go.
I've got a prisoner for you, sir.
Excellent. It all worked out quite well in the end. Gnarly will take care of this scum.
What about Gules?
He caught a few good hits, but he's alive. We'll take him with us. I need to have a strong word with him. You did a good job, youngster. You've got heart. And so you don't say I had you clambering over these rocks for nothing. Here's something for you.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me, you deserved it. And now, let's get that accursed cart back to Semine. Want a ride? We'll go via Troskovitz. We can drop you off there, and you won't have far to Tarkov. You ought to report back to Radovan as soon as possible about what happened with these hands.
What's going to happen with that pair?
You mean Radovan's hands? We'll see. The one that ran for it, it's clear with him. The other fellow was tied up, so who knows what went down. Maybe he was innocent. Gnarly'll have a word with him, and we'll see what he tells us.
Sir, Venser surrendered because I promised to put in a good word for him.
Well, it's nice that you promised him, but I'm the one who'll decide on the fate of that scum, and it's quite clear to me.
All right. A ride would be great. My legs are sore.
Wait until you're my age. Well, let's get going.
I didn't do nothing wrong, I swear. It's all Venser's fault. It was him who said we'll sell the car to Gills.
It weren't like that at all. We shook on it. But on the way, you had the idea we'd keep it.
What? That ain't true.
Leave it out, you two. One way or another, you wanted to fuck me over. Doesn't matter whose idea it was.
So, you wanted to steal the cart for yourselves, but you still got caught?
I didn't want to steal anything. That was Venser.
It was your idea. What the fuck are you talking about, blaming Venser?
You really are prize idiots. If you hadn't gone round the rocks, you could easily have got away. But I've got a big heart, so I sent the lads to give you a hand.
I told Francie it wasn't a good idea to nick it.
Acho que eu vou morrer, mano. Não, caralho. O que esse leão fraco faz? Ganha mais 3 de carisma. Mistura do cravo de fundo. Você ganha 15 pontos de vida por 1 minuto e cura... Ah, esse aqui é bom. Vou tomar ele.
As soon as you saw the lads, you gave the horses the whip. You were holding the reins, Spencer.
You see?
While you were shouting rude insults. So you're both in it up to your necks, as far as I'm concerned.
Where are you taking us?
To Sameen, where his lordship will hear you out and decide what to do with you.
I hope you realise you can't just execute me.
Ah, it depends. By rights, I should send a plea to some court to decide if we can behead you. But in these shitty times, nobody will give a toss. Parchment's dear, and ink ain't free either. So as far as I'm concerned, I'd happily risk it and lop your head off without permission.
I see how the law is respected here.
Ha! Are you yanking my pizzle? You're a fine one to talk about law.
And what will happen to us?
If Lord Sameen's in a good mood, he'll try to find out whose idea it was.
It definitely wasn't mine.
You're such a rat, Frenzy.
On the other hand, when I hear you lot going on, I reckon he might not give a damn.
I'm innocent. I swear on my ma's soul.
Is that supposed to soften my heart? Ha! Every man you could, I dragged to the gallows, swore on his mother. Nobody with any decency would risk his mother's immortal soul, even if he was as pure as a driven snow. But this bastard doesn't think twice about his soul. You should be ashamed of yourself.
The captain's right. Only the lowest of the low swears on his mother.
That's right. You always were a piece of shit, Francie. No scruples.
Well, ain't it grand?
Morri.
Have you here to explain everything? Now shut your gobs, the three of you. Don't want you poisoning the air with the shit you spout.
What did you get yourself into, lad? Go and see.
Você foi envenenado.
I didn't do nothing wrong. I swear. It's all Vence's fault. It was
Oxe, por que eu me separei da tinta?
It weren't like...
I didn't do nothing wrong. I swear. It's all Vence's fault. It was him who said we'll sell the car to Gills.
It weren't like that at all. We shook...
Eu tô sangrando, eu usei o bagulho lá.
on it. But on the way, you had the idea we'd keep it.
Just watch where you're going next time.
Leave it out, you two. One way or another, you wanted to fuck here. Doesn't matter who's the deal.
We didn't want to steal it. Well,
Preciso de tratamento, mas quem que pode me tratar?
Greetings.
I'll have a look at your wear. I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye.
Defumadouro, escriba. Falar com o Ervanari, vamos ver se ele.
somebody gave you a good working over. Are you all right?
Wie geht's?
What do you have for sale?
Pra receita de veneno. Comprar todas essas receitas e aí depois eu vendo e...
Let's talk about the prop.
Tubaralgamesc. Salve, boa tarde, amigo, aqui na moita pra fortalecer teu AMD
Valeu, meu brother, tamo junto.
Stream Elements. Saudações, caro Tubaralgamesc. Seja bem-vindo ao canal, aproveite a live.
A gente pode vender.
You're not allowed here.
Desculpa aí, desculpa aí.
That's it. Go now.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Careful.
Sálvia, erva de São João e hortelã. Vai precisar de água, 2 punhados de carne, 1 punhado de urtiga e 1 punhado de carvão. Água. Fardo. Urtiga, né? E mais o que? 2 punhados de cardo, 1 punhado de urtiga e 1 punhado de carvão. Eu tenho carvão, não sei. Acho que eu não tenho carvão, não. Não tenho. Foda-se. A gente consegue dormir.
My God, what happened to you?
I got a bit of a scratch somewhere. There's nothing.
tried to sell the ring from my mother-in-law.
Good day. Why are you wasting my time?
So, job done.
Whew. That's a...
It turned out they tried to...
Oh.
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gil.
The bastards. I should have realized. And how did you get the car?
I went to Semin, and they were wondering there. Me, Lord Semin.
Well, God's name.
That's right. They were hiding in Apollonia along...
Indeed. Where at?
I'm not sure.
I'd know what to do with them.
Don't worry.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turned up.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, so now it's yours. It's been...
Thanks. It'll come in handy.
Young Lord Semin's wedding is... Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter.
Well, young Semin is marrying her, isn't he?
Don't pretend. A stat looks ain't everything, though. She's got such a chop. And how about you, lad? Have you got some lass waiting in Sasau?
Yeah. And I hope she'll wait.
A girl from the mill? You want to watch out for that. A wedding's a serious business. You're not just getting a bra, so you have to show them you're a man who's worth it. Old Semin wants a special sword forged for his son's wedding.
Excellent.
Hold your horses. It can't be any old steel. This has to be
a blade of first class.
That's right.
We don't have any
God's nails. You really know, yes, and you're right. We don't have to steal for a strong...
I'd like to know where you're gonna...
Relax, lad. There's this old hermit called Ambrose.
And he can pray for us?
God's nails, let me finish talk. The word is, he was fighting heathens years ago, and folks say they saw this interesting broke from the description. It seems our peculiar hermit...
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing...
See now?
Naturally.
They say that Ambrose the people from far and wide used to go to him for remedies. I even heard he made a pact with the devil.
What a strange guy.
I heard something in the tavern about some...
With the devil?
No idea.
Right. But in return, you'll...
If it means so much to you, go and see Betty from the Troskovitz Tavern. She'll definitely tell you more about that. But Henry, if there's the best sword in the world...
I'll have a look at the...
É a manopla do cavaleiro de guerra, melhor do que brigantina, né?
I'd like to discuss.
Well, I suppose we can try. Very well. Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Então pra cá. Então pra cá. Castelo de Trotsky. Urbanista. Barnaby, sei lá. A gente vai sobre os comandos. Aqui é do cachorro, aqui é o machado, aqui é o acampamento. Contra argumento dos comandos. Perguntar do padre. Vermelho é a missão principal, né? Que é o casamento. Vou dar uma explorada na área. Mas eu vou vir pra cá primeiro. Que aí daqui depois eu parto pra recuperar o cachorro. Eu vendi ali umas coisas pro cara pra ver se a gente consegue uma moeda. Então, como é que tive um negócio? Vai ficar um pouco pesado. Ficar pro médio mesmo, porque com live aberta fica...
God bless. Wie geht's, mein Freund?
I'll have a look at the web.
Vale quase nada. Farpazão, carrasco simples. Farpazão, garupa simples, carrasco. Ameias. Que isso? Uma jaqueta leve popular entre os burgueses ricos. Bom, aqui é coisa de comida, né? Poção. Mapa. As ervas. Aço. Espada de grande chifre. Armadura, kit, dado. Prato de cobre. Saco de pregos.
Word about the prop. Is this enough?
That's quite a sum. Why? Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein.
Bom, beleza, vendemos algumas coisas. Salvando. E por hoje é só. Vai ficando por aqui nessa live, galera, pra quem colou. Valeu pela presença, a gente volta com mais gameplay no canal, continuando as aventuras do Henry, beleza? Uma excelente semana pra todo mundo, muito obrigado. Fui.